Hey everybody, Nick Espinosa, your chief security fanatic here, and today we've got to talk about Twitter, aka where civility goes to die. And I'm not a big fan of social media. If you're a regular follower of mine, you know it's a necessary evil for my marketing, and odds are you're probably watching or listening to this on Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn or the new one that we're about to talk about, because Twitter is suing Meta, aka maker of Facebook, owner of Instagram, and now creator of Threads. That's right. And so with that, let's basically crib from TechCrunch real quick, although there are other outlets that are talking about this as well. But as of today, Threads launched and Twitter is threatening to sue Meta over the new Threads app. And obviously, like I said, we're not even 24 hours into this thing. Now, Twitter, owned by Elon Musk, that obviously everybody knows, is accusing Meta of poaching former Twitter employees to create the new platform. I don't know how you poach Twitter employees when you fired like all of them, or half of them at least. And so they're free agents. They can go work to wherever they want. Now, Threads, which is a text-based platform that is similar to Twitter, already has 30 million, signups since essentially it debuted. And this is, again, about 24 hours ago or so. Obviously, it's going to be a big thing. A lot of people are thinking this might replace Twitter. I now, unfortunately, have a Threads account, and if you follow me, at Twitter, it's Nick AESP on Threads as well. Now, shortly after this platform launched, a lawyer for Twitter, Alex Spiro, sent a letter to Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta, basically accusing the social media giant of engaging in unlawful misappropriation of Twitter's trade secrets and other intellectual properties. Quote, Twitter intends to strictly enforce its intellectual property rights and demands that Meta take immediate steps to stop using any Twitter trade secrets or other highly confidential information. Twitter reserves all rights, including but not limited to the right to seek both civil remedies and injunctive relief without further notice to prevent any further retention, disclosure, or use of its intellectual property by Meta. Now, their attorney Spiro went on to accuse Meta of hiring dozens of former Twitter employees who had, quote, had and continued to have access to Twitter's trade secrets, as well as other confidential information. Now, the letter also alleges that employees were then assigned to develop essentially a copycat app using Twitter's, quote, trade secrets and other intellectual property in order to accelerate the development of Meta's competing app in violation of both state and federal law, as well as those employees' ongoing obligations to Twitter, end quote. Now, Meta's communication director, Andy Stone, responded to the Twitter's letter in a post on Threads because, of course, why not? We are living in the upside down, stating, quote, to be clear, no one on Threads engineering team is a former Twitter employee. That's just not a thing, end quote. Now, Threads is one of the many Twitter competitors that have gained traction since Elon Musk took over. I wrote an article back in November that, interestingly, I reposted today that has something like 42,000, and climbing, hits on it right now regarding why Twitter will die. And we're seeing exactly what I wrote about back in November happening, that essentially, the crazies are taking over in some way, shape, or form. And it goes way beyond that. I'm just, that's one of many, many points that I made in that article. But this latest development indicates that Threads is pretty much the most notable rival. I was really hoping it would be Mastodon, which is a lot more free and open source and nerdy, but, here we are. Mark Zuckerberg, unfortunately, for the win. So here we are, and Twitter obviously moving as fast as they can. Elon Musk himself, for the most part, has stayed silent on the Threads launch up until just recently, as basically the CEO backed the claims by the letter in a tweet stating that, quote, competition is fine, cheating is not. I also saw essentially like he posted a meme on like, oh, here's how they made, Threads with a special keyboard, and the keyboard was just Control C and Control V. In other words, they copy and pasted, LOL. So here we go. This is going to be nuts. I did say, like I said months ago, Twitter is going to die. It may be around for years and years and years, but essentially it's going to become a ghost town, and it's just the original vision of what it is. Just I don't think will ever be the same. And I think really honestly, Elon Musk basically, if Twitter were a horse, he shot it in the leg with a very big gun, and that is just deeply unfortunate for those that love the platform. So there you go. We're going to see lawsuits fly. This is going to dominate the news in the tech world probably for the next month or two, unless we've got some some crazy AI Terminator thing going on. So we'll see what happens here. I'll keep you up to date, as you know, but that is your social media news of the week. And again, please feel free to like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter and Threads at Nick AESP, and feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please attempt to stay private, and please stay off social media unless you're watching my stuff, because quite frankly, the rest of it sucks. I'm just going to say that. I'm kidding, but I am not a fan of social media. Take care all.